Hello, boys and girls. I'm JB, and as my close friend Tim used to say, what's shaking, YouTubeites? Welcome to the CovrPrice comic book Shakers of the Week, presented by members and honorary member of the Lords of the Long Box. Welcome, everybody. Now, in traditional fashion, if you used to watch the show over on the Lord's channel, you know that the most played intro ever. Say the word. Perfect timing. How you doing, everybody? Otto, say what's good to the people.
What's up, guys? I'm Comic Lou here, and I'm here to tell you about what to put in your bottle. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Otto coming straight out of the grotto. So excited to have my bald-headed brothers in the house. JB's running the show. It's Thursday night. We got a great list. It's the start of the weekend. It's the summer of Otto. Man, I'm excited, if you can tell it. And we got some books, and God, do I got a lot of reads going on here. So I'm going to practice this while everybody else says what's up to everybody.
Hey,
Marty.
what's going on?
Lou, Lou.
No, Marty.
First time. No, Marty's going to give us a blessing. Marty, you
Oh.
go next. Marty.
Marty.
Say what's good to
Okay,
the people.
I'll go. Greetings and salutations, and may the comic gods and TiVo continue to bless your long boxes. And tonight we have my fellow bald brothers in glasses, of course, doing the show, representing, bald is alive and bald is beautiful, right?
There it is.
Thanks for joining, everybody.
Bald is beautiful. Lou, welcome. First time. You know what? The Shaker Show is doing this just a little bit different than the Tuesday. We're introducing new talent every week.
Yep.
Another first-time performance today. Lou from Aegis Comics, welcome. Say what's going to be.
Thank you, man. This brings back some memories. And yes, bald is beautiful. God put hair on all the ugly ones. So yeah, we're good. Greetings from Alaska. We love you. And we're here for this awesome show. Let's go.
Definitely. Now, before we get started, now's my time to call to action. If you're not already subscribed to CovrPrice, please consider subscribing to the channel, giving us a thumbs up, and hitting that bell so you don't miss the next time we go live on this channel. We're going live 3 times a week. Tuesdays, by the way, Tuesday has the CovrPrice Top 10 show, one of the hottest shows, hosted by none other than Miss Lady Laura of Bird City Comics. And you don't want to miss an episode because you could miss.
Our goal here is to just make sure every week we beat JB. That is the goal. We want more views than JB, right, Chris? As long as we beat JB, we are succeeding at life.
Dude,
There
tell
you go.
about that. Ooh,
Let's not let Miss Laura down.
I was there
on Tuesday. Check out the Tuesday show. And, you know, also on Tuesday, because Gabe's on there, you never know when a member of this panel may drop.
Ryan Otley's one of the best artists when it comes down to like destruction and mayhem. Ryan Otley's a cool guy too, man. I've had dinner with him a few times. He's a really nice guy. I love his artwork. I love hanging out with the guy.
All right, folks. Let's get the show started. Today's list from CovrPrice is presented in alphabetical order and is focused on new high sales or the most interesting sales found on their exclusive daily Shakers list. Now, this list changes several times every day, so make sure to check it every day to review some of the hottest trending books in the market. Lou, what have we got for number 1?
Number 1 is Alf number 48, second print, Lionsgate DVD box set edition from Marvel 2017. If you have never picked up an Alf comic book, this is a cover you are bound to know. This cover has been extensively memed and seen beyond just the fandom of comic books. This book has become a white whale for many collectors and fans of Alf. Most are chasing the first print or newsstand copy, but there is another exclusive run that many do not know about. In fact, there isn't too much information as to how this book was initially distributed. This second print has a distinct Lionsgate logo on the top left of the cover where the original Marvel Comics logo appeared. A quick search through CGC shows that this book was logged as a DVD exclusive collector's edition. However, no DVD 2017 packaging allows for a standard size comic book to fit comfortably in the box set. There are forums where it has been speculated that this book could have been a promotional comic given away by retailers when fans of the show purchased the box set. Many comic book fans are still searching for how this book got into the hands of collectors today. The mysterious origins of this comic have not stopped fans from hunting it down. It is a rare find and a graded copy with only 6 on the CGC census, 5 of which are graded at a 9.8. One lucky fan took to the aftermarket and secured a CGC 9.8 copy. For a new all-time high sale of $700. Damn! This is nearly twice the amount it sold for in 2023. If you have more information about how this comic was distributed, packaged with the DVD set, please reach out and let us know.
What do you guys? I've never heard of this Lionsgate.
I love this cover, man.
So now you got to go hunt the DVDs to find this. Is like that's what's going to happen as a result of this. Like, yes.
Again, the writers at CovrPrice come through with some crazy, obscure mail-in or retailer something totally off the wall. I'm familiar with this cover, but I did not know about the Lionsgate. And what did you guys think of the extra graphic? You know, by the way, you only get that on the Thursday version. Of the
all right. Way to go, Thursday team. Way to go, Thursday
Here
team.
we go.
Go Thursday.
All right. At number 1, we've got Alf, issue number 48, the second print, Lionsgate DVD box set edition. Good Lord. What have we got at number 2, Otto?
Oh, boy. It's going to take me a couple of minutes. Here we go. Avengers number 4. This is the Las Vegas Licensing Expo from 2011, the promotional reprint. All right. we see a lot of comic sales on a daily basis. We make the selections based on what books to cover. Even we are surprised when covers we've never seen before and the prices that they sell for. This is definitely one of those books. This week's high raw sale of $200 for a VF copy was picked up on our shaker section and caught our eye. At first glance, the book simply looks like an MCU photo variant from the 2010 Avengers series. However, upon further investigation, we discovered that this was a 2011 reprint of Avengers 4 from 1964. Yet this variant had one purpose: to rally licensors and get them excited for the 2012 Avengers film at the 2011 Las Vegas Licensing Expo. Oh boy. In 2008, Marvel made the risky plan to release solo films for The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America, the First Avenger, and weave the connecting elements built into those films into one cohesive world-building team film. Despite the early success of the MCU in 2011, Marvel still had to show up and rally licensors to join on the excitement and create Avengers merchandise. Boy, if you missed on that one, you're an asshole. Marvel handed out this reprint comic that included a foreword by Kevin Feige explaining the impact of the Avengers in comics. The success of Hulk, Iron Man, and Thor, and the high anticipation of Captain America, which came out a month later, and the Avengers films. It also includes a page on the box office results of the released films on a back cover full of for Marvel licensing contacts around the world to reach out. This went into the hands of non-comic focused licensors who actively use the contact sheet. Copies ultimately faded out into discard piles and most likely the trash after the Avengers release. The image highlights the director's chairs for each core Marvel film, sans the Hulk, and has proved to be exceptionally rare due to the reasons noted. We've only tracked 3 sales, get it? 3 sales since 2017, and this week's sale was the highest ever. There are only 11 on the CGC census and only 1 at the 9.8 level. The rarity makes this $200 VF sale feel undervalued, especially when you realize the historical importance is captured for most of the pivotal time in Marvel's history. The Avengers changed everything, not only for comic book films, but for all films. One last note. Since this was handed out in Las Vegas, the chances of finding copies are greater at shops in or around the Vegas Strip. Happy hunting. Wow. Never
Good job.
anything
Good
about
job,
it.
Otto.
Ooh,
That was a long read, brother.
that was a long read.
Fantastic
There you go. I'm going to take a
read.
drink for that one.
Man, they dropped some crazy knowledge in there. You know what?
It did.
I should have hunted down the forward by Kevin Feige. I'd be interested to read that. Can you imagine them handing this out to people in Vegas and then people are actually using this to write down contacts? Hey, man, can I get your phone number? Yeah, write it in this comic book.
Yeah.
Come on.
Or how many times was this just taken and thrown in the trash bin? You know what I mean?
Exactly,
Like,
yeah. Exactly.
you know, here you go. Here's some free swag. Oh, thanks. Look at this, a comic book. I'm here to watch.
Or
a movie.
trade it for a stripper card.
Yeah. Hey,
Stripper
that's what we
card.
have to do.
Lou goes straight for the stripper card.
Go
Unbelievable.
for
By
the
the way, if
stripper
you're watching
card.
at home or if you're watching on the rewind, make sure to comment below your favorite cover or just comment anything. I would love to get a few more comments than, that other show.
All
All
right,
right.
I'm
And
going for
number
2.
2, we've got Avengers issue number 4, the MCU Las Vegas Licensing Expo promotional reprint. Good Lord. What have we got at number 3, Marty?
Yes, this one's very interesting. Number 3, Shaker brings you Berserker number 1, the Trad Moore San Diego Comic-Con by Boom Studios, published in 2022. The comic book industry reached a true high watermark in 2021. For those collecting at the time, Berserker was one of the new series that created an immense amount of buzz. The first series of this 12-issue run sold close to 650,000 copies, including variants and second printings, making it the number 1 selling issue since Star Wars moved back to Marvel in 2015. Making an appearance on this week's Shaker Report, one of the over 70 variants of issue 1, Trad Moore and his unique art style, made popular by his work on the strange talent of Luther Strode and Silver Surfer Black, was tabbed for a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive in 2022. This issue, limited to 1,000 color virgin variants, hit a notable high sale of $435 for a graded 9.8 copy, nearly doubling its previous sale of $250. Whether or not this tied exclusively to the limited print run or the con exclusive nature of the issue, Berserker isn't going anywhere. Not long after issue number 1's first release, Netflix quickly announced the development of a live action production based on the series and an anime series that will tie in. We will likely continue to see certain variants of the series pop up over time as we approach the release of some of these projects. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Berserker is Keanu Reeves' baby right there.
Yes, it is. Have you read Berserker? Because it is a bloody mess. I'll tell you what.
It is. Yeah. I started collecting that when it first initially came out, and I was doing some of the variants, but there's so many variants to
so
many
the
series
variants.
itself. Yeah.
But Louis, you must have seen all those variants go through the store. Have you ever seen this one?
I have never seen this one, and I had the
you had the one in what?
The one in, what was it? The one in 1,000 or the one in 500, whatever it was, the signed by Keanu Reeves.
Yeah,
that
was
nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, the one in 1,000. I had that one. We did a giveaway on the show.
Yeah.
And I will tell you this, guys: if you need the original copy, the original cover, don't pay crazy prices. Every shop has like 200 copies of this thing still.
Oh wow!
Pay cover price or less for them. Cover A, like, because if they wanted to get that signed Keanu Reeves, you had to buy 1,000 of them at a minimum.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. At number 3, we've got Berserker issue number 1, the Trad Moore San Diego Comic-Con variant, originally published in 2022. Lou, what have we got at number 4?
Let's.
Oh boy!
Really?
Love it. How serendipitous.
What's so funny, Lou? I don't get it.
Cherry Poptart number 1 by Peach Momoko.
This is on our top 10 here. It's Peach Momoko. Peach Momoko! Take a look.
I love Peach Momoko. I love Peach Momoko.
Dude, it's my book. Dude, stop! It's my book! Dude, stop!
Underground comics, often referred to as comics with an X, are a genre of comics that emerged in the 1960s and 1970s. They are characterized by their countercultural content and their publication outside the mainstream comic book industry. These comics frequently address adult themes such as drug use, sexuality, and political dissent. They often contain explicit content and are intended for mature readers. Cherry Poptart, or Cherry as she is now called for legal reasons stemming from a threatened lawsuit for Kellogg's IP, is one of those small press comics that define the underground comic movement. She is depicted as a perpetual 18-year-old girl with an insatiable sexual appetite. Golden Apple Comics has been reprinting the original with Peach Momoko, lending her unique watercolor style to the book. This book, or the book, is export restricted due to its adult content. This legacy reprint contains all the stories from the first printing of number 1 with additional material. Larry Todd's notorious Vampironica doing direct parodies of all the Archie characters, Jay Kinney's wholesome twin story. Think of these covers in the same way that Marvel has been reprinting facsimile comics of their most popular books, but with homage or incentive covers rather than their original. Recently, a virgin cover limited to only 600 sold in a 9.8 for $250.
Damn.
Look at that. Right?
Peach Momoko coming through, getting on the list again. And if you're not playing along, get your bingo card out. It looks like this. Head on over there. I dropped the link at the beginning of the chat. Make sure you're playing along at home because you don't want to be missing out.
No, you can't miss out.
At number 4, we've got Cherry Poptart issue number 1, the Peach Momoko. Limited to only 600 copies. All right. What do we got next? Marty.
Is it me?
No,
Is it?
no, this is
No,
me.
I
I'm all
think
on
it's
this
Otto,
one.
man.
I'm sorry, it's Otto.
Yeah, I don't
Man,
even know
you
where
gotta
to
get
go
that
with
on your
this one,
bingo
man.
card.
8-ball flipping. This is pretty wild. You guys, thumbs up this video, like this video. Come on, get it in. We got 65 people in the
I
chat.
did it.
You know, JP's running the show. It's tough to do, I know, but
It's
let's go.
tough.
I'm 0 for 5
It's
too,
tough.
man. So
And he's
All
doing
right,
an amazing job too.
he's doing great, dude. He's great, amazing, dude.
Yeah.
Give this man a raise.
Thanks, appreciate it. Yeah.
Here we go. 8-ball number 2, Fantagraphics from 1990. I kind of was into alternative comics, but I never even heard about this. The world of alternative comics has long been a treasure trove of gems, with certain titles standing out as both culturally significant and highly sought after. One such title is 8-ball number 2, a cornerstone of the alternative comic book movement. Before Daniel Close became a household name as a best-selling graphic novelist, his work on a comic book series, 8-ball, led to the foundation for his illustrious career. From 1989 to 1997, Close produced 18 issues of this influential series, which is still regarded as one of the greatest and most influential comic book titles of all time. Close work in 8-ball has been praised for its oddball, darkly comedic narratives and its high impact on the alternative comic scene. Despite the series' popularity, 8-ball number 2 remains incredibly rare. High-grade copies are particularly valuable, with only 27 recorded sales and just 2 9.8s on the CGC census. The recent sale of one of these 9.8 copies for $880 has set an all-time high for this issue. The closest comparable sale was a CGC 9.6 that sold for $600 in November of 2022, highlighting the premium placed on the 9.8 copies available. For collectors, owning a piece of this influential series is a connection to the pivotal movements in comic book history, one that continues to inspire and entertain decades after its original publication. You know what? I thought the Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers was like, trend setting. This is wild.
8-ball.
Yeah, 8-ball number 2. They got through the
Yeah,
first
keep
ball.
the offer list running with number 5, 8-ball, issue number 2
8-ball.
from Fantagraphics. By the way, if
I get
you've
it.
got any of the, if
Operation.
anybody,
Rudy, I get it. Yes, I see it now. Okay.
now he sees it. If anybody in the live, or if you're watching on the rewind, if you happen to have any of the books that we show on today's show, even in the after show, when we peruse the live shakers list on Marty's PC, put that on social media, drop the hashtag LOTLB, drop the hashtag CovrPrice, and get that Marvel no prize. All right. Next up, now it's Marty. What do we got
Marty?
at number 6?
Look at this, man. I love this cover. Number 6 shaker brings you fame. Mike Tyson, number 1. Matthew Wyatt, published in 2024, Fan Expo Dallas. Big time collectibles, Punch Out, limited to 200, published by Tidal Wave Productions in 2024. Mike Tyson has been getting a lot of hype lately as he resurfaced from retirement to announce a boxing match with internet sensation Jake Paul this summer. Unfortunately, Tyson suffered a health scare while on a flight and was forced to postpone the fight until November 15th. Nonetheless, Tyson's fame precedes this, as the boxing legend was involved with one of the greatest Super Nintendo games ever produced, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Everyone who played the game remembers how long it took to memorize the patterns for each fighter leading up to Iron Mike, then getting obliterated by Tyson in seconds. Tidal Wave, the publisher of the variant, has found its stride after the Taylor Swift books went viral and no doubt created a hit with their homage to Punch-Out. Enlisting the king of 8-bit gaming variants, Matthew Wyatt, a few versions were available for purchase online and at the Dallas Fan Expo, with online sales going fast as these were extremely limited. This week, there was a sale for a raw book for $115, which is great considering that these were originally offered at $30. Again, this shows that nostalgia plays a big factor and what collectors are looking for. And Mike Tyson's Punch-Out hits hard.
Yes, this is a video game, and is he or is he not like punching out his
Jake
new
Paul.
opponent here? What's it? Jake Paul. It looks like he's
Jake
punching
Paul.
out Jake Paul on this
Yes.
cover.
Do you guys?
Is it? Yeah.
Yes, that's what. Do you understand the significance of how hard it was to get all the way up to Mike Tyson? We didn't have YouTube. We couldn't Google this.
Right.
We didn't know the
Right.
combos. Like there used
What
to
did
be like
is this was this a Wizard magazine kind of thing? Where did we get the hack code for these?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I
Right,
had to
yeah.
like. How did we find it? You had to talk to somebody who talked to somebody who knew somebody
Yeah.
who did it at the
And
arcade or
someone
something.
memorized
Like,
it. You know, someone had to memorize the pattern
yes,
for
this was
each
a big
level.
deal
And
to
then,
get to this level.
yeah.
Very cool. All right, we've got Fame Mike Tyson issue number 1 coming in at Shaker number 6, the Matthew Waite 2024 Fan Expo. Big time collectibles. Good Lord. Limited to 200. Lou.
Here's
back
number
up.
7.
At number
And
7.
it is G.I. Joe number 21, the Michael Turner Renegade edition by Image Comics 2003. What do Dave Stevens and Michael Turner have in common? Both men were incredibly talented illustrators whose careers were tragically cut short by cancer. At the same time, Dave Stevens' work continues to inspire collectors and fans. With a recent surge in interest sparked by the release of the documentary Drawn to Perfection. Conversely, collectors are now beginning to show a newfound appreciation of Michael Turner's covers, particularly those from his early days as a penciler for Image Comics and his renowned work on Witchblade, which is also set to return to shops next month. Shifting the focus to the world of G.I. Joe and Energon universe, there has been a noticeable resurgence in popularity thanks to Skybound's dynamic contributions. However, one particularly intriguing book from Image is this hard-to-find edition of G.I. Joe named after Mike Renegade, the former vice president of Palisades Toys. With a limited print run of approximately 2,500 copies, this edition reached an all-time high sale of $785 for a CGC 9.8. Notably, there is a foil version of this book with an even scarcer print run of only 500 copies, making it a highly sought-after book in the collector's market as well. Keep an eye out for these rare editions, as they will likely see substantial valuation increases if they continue to surface.
Nice.
Wow.
G.I.
Beautiful
Joe
cover.
issue number
love that
21
cover,
by Michael
yeah.
Turner.
Oh,
Michael
God,
Turner.
yes.
I'm telling you, we're going to get that same run. And by the way, if you had Dave Stevens mention on your bingo card, everybody's bingo cards are filling up tonight because that's one of the boxes on there.
JB,
But,
are you playing along tonight too?
You know, I will have to go back afterwards. I do have my card printed, but I forgot to mark along because I feel it's, you know, since I am kind of driving the show, it was a little unfair for me to hit bingo last week as I kind of pushed us into the into a
Yeah, you
couple of
did.
those spots. I did. But
It was,
all right.
It was very subjective then.
Yeah, very, very subjective. That's what we call it. At number 7, G.I. Joe number 21, the Michael Turner Renegade edition from 2003. We're at number 8 on the list, everybody. We've got 70 strong in the chat. If you're having a good time, and I know you are, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Otto, what have we got for number 8?
All right, we're up on the Ocho right here. Number 8, here we go. Journey into Mystery, number 650. The Daniel Acuna variant. This was a 1 in 50 from 2013. This book marked the final outing of the Stronger Than Monsters event, a 5-parter with the penultimate storyline before the series concluded at issue 655. It wasn't a heavily collected series by any stretch, which led to this book receiving a singular variant. Cue this book, an amazing 1 in 50 from Daniel Acuna, featuring the stellar depiction of Lady Sif. It's really, Lady Sif looks great in this. Another heavily featured character is Better Ray Bill, a love interest of Lady Sif down the line. Despite being beloved characters, they aren't necessarily a massive commercial draw, severely limiting the number of retailers who will order 50 copies to get this variant. That led to limited availability. So much so that there are only 7 copies in the CGC census, 4 which are 9.8s CGCs, one that hasn't come up for sale in some time, and the last one being in 2019 when it sold for $160. Recently, a near mint raw dog hit the market and sold for $173, the highest sale in our database. That may seem like a steal for a rare book, but the market dictates the price. It has no first appearances, major events, or anything that could artificially raise the price. It's simply a dynamic Lady Sith cover that fans have a soft spot for. And one fan recently opted to add it to the PC. Great book. I'd take that right out. I'd rescue that book if I ever saw it.
Beautiful
and if
book,
you
man.
had Raw Dog on your bingo card, Otto helping the people out with the Raw Dog drop.
That's it. I'm for the people, by the people, man. There you go.
For the people.
There you go, man.
All right. At number 8, Journey into Mystery, issue number 650.
Wait, hold on a second. Speaking of the Golden State, can you post it, please? If you have this book, which I was waiting for you to say what book you have, throw it up.
It says he has one in a CGC.
Yeah, one of those CGCs.
Yeah.
Of course he does. As a matter of fact, King of the
course
Golden
he
State
does.
got in. He got in late, and he's already 2 for 8.
Yeah. You know, of all people, I don't think you need to really ask James if for proof of life.
Oh, I know, I don't, but I will.
I'll always ask for proof of life. I want to get him on the show, man. Everybody's trying to get him on the show. That's like the next thing. We're both Laura and I are trying to get him on the show.
He's too busy digging. He's the ultimate hunter.
Who wins that? All right.
He'll come on your show. He always comes on shows when you ask him. He used to come on my show all the time.
All right, Marty, what have we got for your final read of the night at number 9? And then Marty's going to share his screen after this. We're going to go peruse the live shakers list just for a few minutes. See what's shaking live.
All right. Number 9 shaker brings you Sabrina the Teenage Witch number 28. This is published by Archie in 1999. Sabrina the Teenage Witch is a character with a rich history and has established a strong core audience through her comic book appearances and the actresses that have portrayed her in shows over the years. The character debuted in Archie's Madhouse number 22 in 1962 and has remained relevant in popular culture since. Many Sabrina comics have seen aftermarket price increases over the years, but this book appears to have value for different reasons. Archie Publications in 1999 has the rights to both Sabrina and Sonic the Hedgehog. The publication introduced this insanely wild crossover in issue number 28, and fans of both characters have been picking this book up. Raw copies of this book have sold very well, $20 to $30 for years, but this book stands out as it fetches a premium price and high grade. This past week, a new all-time high mark was set when a graded CGC 9.8.
Oh, I missed it.
Yes, you did. Sold for $326.
Yeah, everybody! Yeah, everybody!
Good try, man.
I'll give you 2. I'll give you a 2 for that one.
Yeah, okay. This is one of those books that many would be worth paying a slight markup when found in high grade conditions. There you go.
Good stuff. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It looks like a couple of people got off the schneid, including, where is it at? Brian Wells. Congratulations. You're officially off the Ofer list. All right. So at number 9, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, issue number 28. But would you call, wait, by the way, is this also a comic book cover with the Sonic?
The
yes.
Sonic itself?
It's a crossover.
It's a crossover. Yeah.
Man.
They do mention Sonic on the bottom too, though.
Come on. Give the people the bingo. Anyway.
Yeah.
At number 9, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, issue number 28. All right, this is the final shaker on the list, and none other than the newest honorary member to the Lords of the Long Box, Lou from Aegis Comics. What have we got at number 9 or number 10?
Number 10 is Spawn, number 347, the Puppeteer Lee. 2023 Singapore Comic Con Virgin Foil, limited to 400 copies. From Image Comics 2023. Reviewing our 2023 year-end report, we celebrated this book's trade dress San Diego Comic-Con version for its outstanding performance, ranking as the 5th highest selling comic by volume. At the time, it had sold 116 copies, generating a total sales valuation of nearly $13,000 in just under 6 months. This achievement was remarkable, especially considering its status as a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. We attribute much of that success to the exceptional work of Puppeteer Lee, an artist who has been a true unsung hero of our time and a memorable first name. And has also seen, okay, hold on. The name is messing me up. I'm sorry. Puppeteer. That's really his name, huh? Okay.
Puppeteer Lee. Yeah. Puppeteer Lee. Yeah.
Puppeteer. Yeah. Okay.
Come on, Lou. Say it 10 times
I'm
fast,
sorry, man.
buddy.
I got to. God, man. God, I suck. This limited 400 Singapore Comic Con copy has also seen some incredible gains, reaching an all-time high of $1,183 last week for a CGC 9.9. According to the census, only 2 other 9.9 copies exist, one of them being a signature series. Regardless of one's personal views on the recent CGC grades higher than 9.8, we may need to acknowledge this as a new precedent should sales trends like these persist.
I know that people are calling for it, but I'm telling you, I'm directing the show here, and it looks like CovrPrice has removed the bank. No, they haven't. I'm sorry,
No?
Lou. No, they haven't. Lou.
Oh.
Lou.
What'd I do?
Here it comes.
Lou.
Herb Ervlinger, Bert Herngreif, Irv Herblinger, Bing Livehanger, Livelink, Bert Herkern, Bingo Lingfucker.
I thought they cut it for the end there. Bingo, everybody. If you've got bingo, and as Rudy mentions, Lou wins. Lou for the win. Now, everybody, that was our top 10 list. Now, you know what we always brag about over here? We brag about that high quality, seamless transition.
There it goes.
And here it
Transition.
comes. Where's the? I'm just butchering this. There it is.
Here it is.
Seamless
Here we go.
transition, everybody. Seamless
Up to
transition.
the-
This is
up to
today's
the bar.
live Shakers list. Marty is kind enough to share his screen, and we're going to go ahead and peruse the live Shakers list.
Sure.
Now, real quick, just scooch up just a smidgen. Scooch up. I want to show that filter one more time. This is new
Right.
stuff, everybody. If you're not familiar, we've got new filters on the Shakers list. You can sort, obviously by title, highest value, couple of different ways. You can sort by any of the vendors, but really the meat and potatoes is the era. If you are a Silver Age, Bronze Age nut like myself, those are the 2 boxes I would click, and bam, I would peruse the live Shakers list by scaling it down. But we are going to look at everything. So what do we got on the first row?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me
You got
go
some
down. Just kind of someone just let me know if you want me to go down, go back up.
TMNT.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Wow.
There we go. CGC
Still a hot book.
9.0.
And now
for
this one says it's a
4,000.
variant. Why is that a variant? Can you open that up? Tell me what's going on with that. Oh, that's the second print.
There we go. Second print.
What's going on with this? Slide down a little bit.
I hate this book.
I hate this book. A CGC 9.4 sold yesterday
Yes.
for
That's yesterday.
$4,095. That is yesterday, folks. This is updating real time, and that's the second print.
This is I believe the raw, very good. Sold for
This was so
11,000.
violent at the time. I was talking to somebody. This Turtles is not the turtle. These aren't your father's
No.
turtles here. You know what I
got a
mean?
question
This-
for true
these-
turtle fans. They didn't introduce color, so how did you know who was who? It was just by the weapon, because they didn't have.
Mhm.
It was by the weapons.
It was by the weapon that they carried, right? Because they didn't have any
Yeah.
color on their headbands.
Yep, and that's how you had to remember. So and so had the size. So and so had the nunchucks. Oh, I hate
Got
this
it,
book in my
got it.
life.
I hate this
It's
book.
a page for my kids.
All right, what else we got?
But do you guys know the story behind this? Can I tell you the story? Can I take 30
Yeah,
seconds of
sure.
everybody's time?
Take it.
Yeah,
Right, So this book came out in what year? What year did this? 1984. So 13-year-old Otto is at the comic book store. He's buying X-Men books. He's buying New Mutants. He's buying all these things. He's at his local LCS, which at the time was called The Bookie. Okay. And I'm with my brother. And I see this stack of these books, probably first print, if not second print, because we lived in Connecticut. And I've said this many times, and I'll say this till I'm dead. I was like, look at this. This is so stupid. Turtles and they're ninjas and they're mutants. What a ripoff. And I'm like, it's not even color. Who would want this? Huh. Okay. I'll go buy my Legion of Superheroes or my Camelot instead.
Yeah, that's so interesting. Because that, what's another black and white? The Walking Dead. That was another black and white comic that came out too. And look how well that did after a while, right?
Well, we told you what happened at the shop, right? When we had the third print, we had it done up by Spineworks. And Kevin can tell this story too, but I'll make it super quick. We had a customer that was his dream book. His girlfriend bought the book for him. And then either he cheated or broke up with her. And she sent him a live video, a FaceTime video of her snapping it in half and throwing it in a random dumpster in Anchorage, Alaska. Swear to God. Oh yeah. He came into the shop in tears.
With this stuff, man.
In tears.
Do you have a YouTube video of him crying his eyes out?
No, I can't do him dirty like that. He was a good customer, but man, I felt his pain. We all just sat there and there's a moment of silence for him.
You could probably see the pain in his eyes too, huh?
Brutal.
Oh yeah.
All right. So on the second row here, we've got Fantastic 448. If anybody follows me on the Instagram, you may notice that for my Throwdown Thursday, you like that, Otto, don't you? Throwdown Thursday.
I love it.
For my Throwdown Thursday, I posted the affordable reprints, the Marvel, what are they called? Marvel's greatest stories that reprints 48, 49, and 50. If you're interested in knowing which, if you want to know which ones that is, go ahead and check out my Instagram.
Wow.
Look at that. Highest known value.
That's just oh no, that's a couple years ago. Highest known value is 108 grand from 2021 when it was all.
Look at that. Oh my God. Can
You're
we go
9.
to the ASM Annual 1, which is one of my favorite books of all time, top 5 favorites?
Absolutely.
Let's see.
First appearance of the Sinister Six right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Also, very important with this book. There are 7 or 8 pinups in this book.
Pinups?
Which people, they're all Ditko pinups. They're amazing. This is a square bound book.
Those are missing a lot too, because of square bound.
Square bounds, and people, you would cut them all out and everything, and they were all done by Ditko. And I remember having a coverless of this. This was a great read. This was a really fun book. It's very underappreciated, I think.
Very underappreciated too, and a very good key book. Another thing too, it's so hard to find this book in such a good condition sometimes.
I have a story about this book in particularly. So I was hunting this book, and I was at C2E2 in Chicago, and I went with the premise of, I'm not going to bring a bunch of money. I'm going to bring some stuff to trade, and I'm going after this book. And I found a raw copy, and this is my very first C2E2 Chicago was my first ever convention. Nice. I'm excited. I'm actually going to get my hands on Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 1, and the guy has it graded a 4.5.
I'm
like, okay, that sounds pretty decent. So I'm looking through it. It seems complete. Let me tell you about square bound spine splits.
Oh.
A spine split on a square bound book that is larger than, and there's a number, I don't know what it is, 3/4 of an inch, whatever it is. You cannot get any higher than a 2.5 when you have a large spine split over that size in square bound books, and this one was notorious for it. I got that. I sent it off to be graded. It came back 2.5. I was losing my mind, and it was explained to me that, you can't have huge spine splits on a square bound book and expect to get a high grade.
Right.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Well, that's what you learn. But
so you're 4.5. Yeah.
My 4.5 that I paid for raw turned out to be a 2.5 after I graded.
2.0, yeah. But I know. this is still a great book, you guys. Classic Ditko, classic Stan. Just a great book.
All right, what do we got in this second row here?
This is the third row right here. We've
Third
got
row. Is that that's not Mr. Liefeld, is it? Look at those feet. Is that Liefeld feet? What is that?
This? No, this is
G.I. Joe.
Campbell.
No, the
this
G.I.
one right
Joe.
here.
I don't think so, but this was obviously the McFarlane, the whatchamacallit. But this is
Right.
a pretty good book to find, especially for Joe guys.
See what we got here. Oh, you can't really
tell.
make that out. Yeah. Let's see if it's all the way down at the
You know, I think that
bottom
said
here.
Liefeld.
C. Woodard says he just got a copy.
Yeah. Oh. Nope, I don't see it. Let's see. Highest known in January was 1,300.
Yeah, this book's pretty sought after.
Yeah. Not a bad cover though, man.
You should have pressed it. Oh man. So have you not imported your collection into here yet? I know that you reached out.
Did you see the message I sent, right?
They do that for you. If you've got a CLZ membership, you can get your collection exported in a comma delimited file, which CovrPrice will help you import into their system relatively quickly. Watch me over promising for them right now, but hey, throw it out there.
I'll try to hit him back up again, man, because I was going through my CLZ and I did the transfer from the CovrPrice to the CLZ, but when I went back to look at it, I couldn't see anything. So I must have did something wrong. So I reached out to Matt and John, and hopefully they can help me square myself away, if you will.
Let's take a look at that. Adam Hughes, 1 in 25. Harley Quinn.
Yes, I have this one actually. Not ungraded, raw dog. Beautiful cover.
That is Adam Hughes' greatness, right? Goodness.
That is Adam Hughes, right?
Very sought out cover, man. Let's see.
Whoa, 9.8 sold yesterday for $700.
What? That's, you know what? For a modern like
Right?
that's crazy.
Is that an all-time high for this now? No.
No,
All-time
it's
high is
1350.
$13.50.
This was in March of 2023, so a year ago. So it went down quite a bit. But
Yeah.
this book fluctuates in price because I remember originally buying this back in 2015, back in the days. You know what I mean?
Marty, were you in the
so-
military?
I was in the military.
There you go, Chad. Answering the questions from the chat.
Oh, okay. Yes, I was.
They
in
love
the
you, Marty.
military.
They love you.
I love you guys too, and I do appreciate your guys' support. All right, let's go down to DNA agents. Let's check this bad boy out.
Oh man, that's some Dave Stevens, right?
It's got to be right. Yep, Dave
No, it's
Stevens.
definitely Dave Stevens.
On point, man. On point, JB.
Definitely Dave Stevens.
There we go. Gotta love that.
And everything
Sounds like a
is
weekend
on
in
fire.
Vegas.
What's the name of that documentary again?
It was in number
it was in one of the reads. Highest known value CGC.
We paused for it. It was number 7. Documentary is Drawn to Perfection.
Drawn to
Perfection.
Drawn to Perfection. It was interesting.
Was it? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. You know, I
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I enjoy watching the history of it. You know, I mean, I like Dave Stevens' art. Just not something I actively collect.
Marty,
Look at this
Fantastic
one.
418. Fantastic 418.
Oh, sorry.
I have a question
on this. Let me go out.
All right.
This is an interesting
Good
cut
boy.
because this supposedly too there's been some sort of disagreement whether this is the
Slide
first
down. I think it
appearance of
explains it in the right here when it came out. Early appearance 2 weeks after
Yeah.
252.
So there's such a such a disagreement with the comic book community like years ago when this came out. There was this the first appearance or was
it 252?
Secret Wars? Yeah, exactly. 252 or Secret Wars number 8. I mean, so there was quite a little bustle.
No,
about
Fantastic
that.
418. I got a question for you. Did anybody watch Secret Invasion on Disney Plus?
I did.
I watched.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah.
I watch everything until I realize it's really bad. But listen, compared to what I'm watching right now, it's
Hey.
they didn't do it right. They didn't do
right.
Super Skull right.
I got a question
right.
though. That's what she ends up being, right?
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
That's
yes.
basically what they created at the end of that. They created freaking Super Skrull.
Super Skrull. Absolutely. Absolutely. It was
But
interesting. The Nick Fury stuff was good. I don't know.
It was lazy writing, man.
yeah.
It was lazy. And it could tell that if they had the budget, they just didn't have the budget to do anything. How can you have a Secret Invasion and really just play it? What is it? 10 people in the cast? I mean, there was nobody in this
exactly.
show.
Right. Yeah. I mean, agreed. But I mean, it's tough. There's a lot of not good stuff on right now.
So what you're telling me, Otto, is you're not a fan of The Acolyte.
Well, I'm telling you, I don't want to go on my tangent right here, but there's 3 shows I'm watching. Game of Thrones, The Acolyte, and The Boys. And only one of them I'm enjoying. All right. And I'm going to put it that
if
way.
you're comparing,
I'm going to watch them through.
Yeah, if you're comparing,
full disclosure on my end, I'm sorry, JB. Full disclosure on my end, though. This is, I think, one of the first shows, Star Wars TV shows, that I just did not feel the motivation, the desire to want to watch the next episode. You know what I mean? I'll eventually get to watching it, but typically I have this, this drive that, man, I can't wait for the next episode. But this one just doesn't leave me wanting more.
I was screaming at the screen. I was screaming at the. My wife was like, "What is wrong?" I don't want to go full spoiler, but I waited the whole episode for something, and they took it from me. I didn't get to see it, and it was so frustrating. That whole series is really frustrating me. But hey,
I love this cover right here. I love this cover. This is the Scon's Shrithuan.
That was on Tuesday's show.
10,
wasn't it? I feel like it's been on the last couple of Tuesday show.
Beautiful cover.
No, the Adi Granov was on this the top 10.
Yeah, that was on
Granov
Tuesday.
Yeah, that was a good cover. I like this cover too. I mean, this was a good read, you guys. This,
which one? This one?
The Doom was a fun read. You know what I mean? The Doom was a fun read, and what I couldn't believe is there are some amazing panels in it. And I'm not an original art guy, but Justin Nemesis Prime and I were talking like that would have been a great book to buy some panels out of. And somebody bought the entire book of original art. Like one buyer bought them all, bought every single page of that book. So
those are not cheap, brother. I mean,
I'm not an OA guy, and I don't imagine what an artist would say. If you want my entire book of OA, this is what it would be. But God bless, those are people that I don't hang around with. You know what I mean? So
right. They have very much a lot of expendable income.
The Witch's Chant was maybe the worst thing, right behind those crazy speeder bikes in the Book of Boba Fett. That was the worst thing.
Oh yeah, I know the Vespa gang. Yeah,
the Vespa.
Hey, what did the NYX
I enjoyed that.
Oh, go to the NYX. I just sold mine.
Maybe
I still have mine. I actually still have this one.
Yeah, I just sold my. I just sold a 9.8. Yeah, I had to let it go.
Beautiful cover, mature content. Here we go. Raw, no grade. Highest known value is 2,000.
Oh, I didn't get anywhere close to that. But that was 2022. Look when that was, though. You know.
Yeah, it was 2022. And let's see, 2020.
Last sale, yeah. So I got less. So I'm about at last sale. Yeah, that's it. That's what I got for it. Yep.
Sounds about right. I have this one too. I have this one. I have this one, but I don't have any of these other ones. All right. Let's see what we got here.
All right. What do we how many more we got left on this list?
Let's see. We've got this is it. We've got first appearance of Kingpin right here. And love this cover, man. Love this cover just for that, you know. Okay, I think that's it, Mr. JB.
So we're gonna go ahead and remove this. Oh no! What did I do, Lou? There you go. Sorry, I removed it by accident there. Let's start with Otto. Where can the people find you?
You know, we got this little channel called 3 Men in a Basement, bunch of hacks, talk comic books. A lot of you people in the chat, a lot of people that you've seen on LOTLB has been on the channel. We do have a live show this Friday night. Please jump on with us. We've got some breaking news. We're also going to talk about another great event that's happening in Connecticut, plus another possible 3 MIB event. Plus, you're going to hear what I have to say about all this Energon universe stuff and about why I only like 1 out of 3 of the new shows that are out right now. Plus, we'll have my boy Chinmo there. We'll have one of the guests. So please check it out. But hey, guys, I had so much fun tonight. I'm smiling from ear to ear. It's great to see my ball brothers in the house and JB running the show. And you know what? Let's get a bunch of comments. Let's get a bunch of likes. Let's put those guys on Tuesday night in arrears. All right, with this. So let's go.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Come on, let's go. You get great books like this. Dave Stevens covers, long reads, right. Alf covers. Only here on the Shakers Club. So the Shakers. So awesome to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
All right, Lou, where can the people find you?
Well, we're over at Aegis Comics of Alaska, and of course on the screen by my ugly face was the Kevin M variant. You can't get it anywhere. Yeah, that's the Kevin M.
Oh, the Kevin M variant.
That's the Kevin M variant. It's super rare. It's super rare. You guys can't get that.
Super rare.
You guys can't get that.
Wow. Only one available, right?
Only one available.
Only one. All right. Back.
Yeah, we do the pre-show for Spine Ticks on Saturdays at 6 p.m. So we start to go live with that. And then I just want to piss everybody off with one question.
What's that?
There was an argument in the shop before I shut down the shop. There was an actual argument about G.I. Joe 21, the silent issue.
Yes.
Silent issue.
Yeah.
An artist, there was a comic artist there arguing with everyone, saying that can't be a comic book because there's no speech bubbles anywhere in the book. Thoughts?
Oh, he's out of his fucking mind. He planned that. Larry Hama planned that.
Yeah.
I know the story behind that is Larry Hama had 4 weeks to do that book. And there was a time crunch. And he says this on one of the interviews that I talked about. And he had to produce this comic book. And in order to do it within 4 weeks back in the day, he had to take something away from it. And so he just said, you know what, I'm going to make the entire thing silent. And that's how he drew the book going on with that. That's factually that he knew exactly what he was doing when he was doing that. That was planned.
Right.
So
he is wrong. We have voted.
Wrong. Good.
All right. Marty.
Yes, sir. Every time I get Otto up on here, man, I get motivated. I get excited, man. I don't know what it is about you, Otto, but you pump me up, brother. You always pump me up. Oh, so
awesome.
This is our old comic book fanatics, and we can keep it going. But you can find us, me and Ray Jr. We're on Comic Book Fanatics on YouTube, also on IG. Look up Comic Book Fanatics as well, and Ray is under Ray Jr. Team Ray Jr. and Cheryl. I think that's what it is on Instagram. He posts a lot of comic books daily on that too. But Lou, it was such an honor to be able to be on the show with you finally, man. So it was great.
Thank you.
And
thank you, Lou.
JB, you did an amazing job, man. Awesome job, brothers.
Thank you, Marty.
And everybody in the chat, we really appreciate you guys joining us. Please hit that like, hit that subscribe, share, do all of that stuff. If you're on the rewind, please do the same. Thank you for joining us. And we'll see you next week. And Excelsior.
Hey, yeah, you cut out that right at the end. Maybe I should run your music.
Man.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. I truly do appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel, hitting that bell. And did I upload it? God, I didn't upload it. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. I'm going to tell you a little secret. This is just between me and you. All right. It's just between us. Okay. Tomorrow, CovrPrice is going live at 5:30. And you don't want to miss that episode, as it is Matt's birthday.
Get out of here.
Get up in there and wish Matt from CovrPrice a happy birthday tomorrow during the CovrPrice
Happy birthday
covered show tomorrow at 5:30. That's it for me. As always, everybody, don't forget, we had a good time.
For the entire crew, this is TiVo saying keep digging in them long boxes. Peace out.